Yesterday, we dove deep into the absolute train wreck that was Angela Rayner's live TV interview. It was a moment to remember, but not in a good way. Today, the fallout has been massive. She's been mocked, roasted, and memed across the internet. In this video, we're going to break it all down. We'll react to the interview, unpack the drama, and catch you up on the latest headlines from across the country. But before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join our fast-growing community. Labour's deputy leader Angela Rayner is facing serious backlash after what critics are calling a car crash interview on Sunday. The controversy started when Rayner made contradictory statements about the UK's housing crisis during a tough grilling by Sky News' Trevor Phillips. Here's what went down. Rayner began by highlighting the UK's housing crisis, but later claimed there's plenty of housing, just not enough for those who desperately need it. This inconsistency didn't go unnoticed. Trevor Phillips pushed back hard, pointing out Labour's plan to build 1.5 million new homes while also projecting 2.5 million migrants coming into the country. Phillips didn't hold back, saying, "You start the interview by telling me there's a housing crisis. Then when I remind you about 2.5 million migrants, suddenly there's plenty of housing. Where are these people going to go?" Rayner tried to sidestep the question, doubling down on Labour's promise to build more affordable homes. She insisted these homes would prioritise local people and those stuck on council housing waiting lists. But let's be real, it was clear she was struggling to reconcile these numbers. As expected, the internet had a field day. Social media lit up with memes and criticism, and it's safe to say this wasn't Rayner's finest moment. So, what do you think? Is this just another bad day for Labour, or does it point to deeper issues with their housing and immigration plans? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Jack said it. Must be so inspiring to our emerging generation that you can do no work have. No education, never had a proper job have. No experience, never run a business, never been independently successful or have any merits to your name, but you can still become Deputy Prime Minister. Frank said Ginger Growler is this Labour government's poster girl for complete lying incompetence. She cannot give a straight answer to a single question. We have low IQ trash running our government who only understand the politics of envy. Lord Talbot said promoted well beyond her ability. Retro said agreed the second she opens her mouth. Anyone within earshot can tell that she is as thick as a brick and there's zero intelligence behind anything that she's about to say. Sir S. fair play to Phillips for humiliating her, although she's so thick, like virulently unintelligent, I don't think she realized. Frank said there is a housing crisis unless you area migrant, then there is plenty of housing, literally what she just said. Bristol said it's extremely hard to believe that people as thick as Angela Rayner are in charge of anything. The woman is genuinely stupid. Robin said her perspectives on Syria was even more painful to listen to. Speaking of that, have a watch of this nightmare that happened in the same day.
Polls recently. Now, politicians always say, "Oh, I don't pay too much attention to the polls." We all know that's not true. Are you worried about what's happening?
Look, I know people are impatient for change, and people are very angry that they see they were promised. So, for example, when we left the European Union, people were promised more money into the NHS, your living standards will be better, and the opposite has happened. So I know people are impatient for change, but I also know that people will give us that opportunity and will judge us, and that's why Keir set out the clear guidelines and what people should expect we will deliver. What we inherited was a bad situation.
But
that's
this
not
is
an
about
excuse.
What's happened to your popularity since you've been in charge, and it has fallen off a cliff. Why?
We've had significant challenges. The system with the prisons, for example, which we were one day away from total catastrophe, we had to deal with that very quickly. Now, nobody's going to think it's popular to release prisoners early, but we inherited that situation. We dealt with the unrest over the summer very effectively.
Where you had to take fuel allowance away from millions of pensioners.
We had £22 billion black hole. We protected the most vulnerable pensioners. We put the household support fund in for those that are not eligible for pension credit. We've invested in our public services within our NHS, within our schools. We're already implementing the changes we said. The border command, we've already sent over 9,000 people that are illegal in this country back outside of the country. So we're already delivering within the 5 months that we've been in power. But I understand that people are impatient for change, and that's why Keir is pressing ahead and asking a lot of his cabinet and the civil service and local authorities to say people need to see that change, and we've all got to be part of that delivery.
What are your thoughts on Angela Rayner's latest interview? Let me know in the comments. Now, shifting gears to some international headlines. Donald Trump recently shared details of a private conversation he had with Prince William during their meeting in Paris. The two spoke for over 30 minutes at the British ambassador's residence after attending the ceremonial reopening of Notre Dame Cathedral. This marked the first time the former US president and the Prince of Wales had met since Trump's state visit to the UK back in 2019. During their meeting, Trump and William exchanged warm greetings in front of photographers. Trump described William as a good man and praised him for doing a fantastic job. But what really caught attention was Trump's openness about their discussion, which included updates on the royal family's health. In an interview with the New York Post, Trump revealed that he had asked William about his wife, the Princess of Wales. According to Trump, William said, "She's doing well." Trump also inquired about King Charles III, who was diagnosed with cancer earlier this year. Trump shared that William spoke highly of his father, saying, "He loves his father and his wife, so it's sad." The Princess of Wales has gradually resumed her public duties following her cancer treatment, recently attending the annual Together at Christmas Carol service at Westminster Abbey with William and their children. Meanwhile, King Charles has continued his royal responsibilities despite undergoing treatment for prostate cancer. Trump didn't hold back on compliments, particularly about William's appearance. Describing him as a good-looking guy, Trump said, "He looked really very handsome last night. Some people don't look as good in person, but he looked great. I told him that." The warmth between the two men was evident during their interactions. At Notre Dame Cathedral, Trump gave William a friendly pat on the shoulder before they shook hands. Later, at the ambassador's residence, he gestured to William and declared, "Good man, this one." This unexpected camaraderie has certainly sparked curiosity. What do you think about the meeting and the revelations Trump shared? Let me know in the comments below. So, what are your thoughts on everything we covered in today's video? I'd love to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content on all things British. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.